If you think the Epstein file saga is explosive now, wait until you hear what Trump just said and what he's trying to hide behind those 50,000 pages. Because the truth, none of this adds up. And today, we're breaking it down on the backdrop of the Epstein File Release Act sailing through Congress almost unanimously. And with the bill now on Trump's desk, he posts a long, fiery statement on Truth Social. And trust me, the contradictions are jaw-dropping. Let's get into it. Trump opens by insisting Jeffrey Epstein was a lifelong Democrat. He names Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, Hakeem Jeffries, Stacey Plaskett. You know the script. Then he says, I have just signed the bill to release the Epstein files. And here's the question every sane person should be asking. If these files were so devastating to Democrats, why did Trump sit on them for 10 months? Why did he send 1,000 FBI agents to redact them? Why did he pressure Republicans not to vote on the bill? Why did he force House leadership to adjourn early to prevent a vote? Why did he drag Lauren Boebert into the Situation Room to remove her name from the discharge petition? Trump's entire political identity is attacking Democrats. If this was the nuclear bomb he claims it is, he would have detonated it on day one, and that is your first hint something isn't right. Let me be clear, if any Democrat, Republican, billionaire, banker, tech titan, anyone participated in Epstein's crimes, expose them. There is no team loyalty on this issue. Nobody gets a pass. The difference is the left isn't a cult. If a Democrat is implicated, they're out. Trump can't say the same about his movement. Trump then claims, I asked Speaker Mike Johnson and Majority Leader John Thune to pass the bill, and that's why it passed by huge margins. Let me stop you right there. That's like walking into a stadium with 30 seconds left, seeing the score at 48-10 and claiming you won the game. The only reason Republicans flipped at the last minute is because the vote was already going to pass, with or without Trump, and he knew losing publicly would damage him politically. Remember, he tried to block it every step of the way. You don't get credit for supporting something you fought tooth and nail to stop. Trump claims Biden never released any Epstein files. There are two obvious reasons why. One, an active prosecution was underway. Ghislaine Maxwell's trial and appeal lasted until 2025. Releasing material during an active case, that's how you get a mistrial. Two, Merrick Garland. Say what you want about him, too cautious, too slow, too academic. But one thing he's not is political. He avoids any move that could appear partisan. That includes releasing files where Trump's own name appears repeatedly, a fact Trump is very aware of, so aware that he ordered FBI agents to flag and redact every mention. Trump finishes by claiming this is all a distraction from his accomplishments. Let me ask you this. If you want people to stop talking about the Epstein files, maybe don't refuse to release them for almost a year. It's like refusing to open a door for 10 months and then crying that everyone's obsessed with what's behind it. And when you compare his promises to his results, end the Russia-Ukraine war, lower prices, protect benefits, make IVF free, lower inflation, honestly, talking about Epstein might help Trump because his actual record isn't exactly dazzling. The law requires the files to be released within 30 days, which means December 19th, 2025. But here's the catch. The Attorney General, Pam Bondi, can still redact anything tied to victim identities, active investigations, ongoing prosecutions, and guess what she has already done? She opened an 11th hour investigation into Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, and J.P. Morgan Chase, conveniently creating an excuse to block full release. Reporters asked her what changed. She responded with word salad, new information, additional information. Right, new information, also known as whatever Trump told her to find. Here's the part Trump should be terrified of. A Republican lawmaker said, if Trump refuses to release names, we will read them aloud on the House floor, and he's not bluffing. Democrats will join him. Marjorie Taylor Greene said she'd do it. The pressure is bipartisan. Now, Trump is losing control of this story fast. Nobody said this fight would be easy, but the fact we've gotten this far, despite Trump's attempts to bury this, shows one thing. This time, the truth has too many people chasing it. Even he can't stop the momentum. And over the next few weeks, this could get very, very interesting.